What are we even watching?
Anime ranked by unit, spring 2024. Let's go before we're trying to start this.
The world. If I were a kid right now, I would be on the playground going, domain expansion. Hormone replacement!
What? Thanks for the follow, Rusvia. Welcome in.
What?
Oh God.
But airing that same season was an anime about a man who becomes a vending machine. And he
This was so potato.
just watches
I
the
love
women he
it,
likes
though.
do things. That should have been my Rosa Parks moment. I should have stood up and said, everyone, we're done watching anime. There is anime coming out in droves, but quality is all over the place. The only way you sort them out is by watching the anime or letting TikTok or Twitter tell you.
Okay, that is the thing. We have so much anime, but there's a lot of trash. Will I ever do my rant on how good Kaiju 08 is? Will I ever? That is the question. Will it ever happen?
I'm just gonna rank them myself. Problem solved. This show is good. There's
Probably not.
espionage, backstabbing. You got a dude pretending to be a dude so he can kill a dude who's way stronger than himself. If that hasn't made you go watch the show right now, just give me a second, okay? It's not what it looks like.
I didn't like the animation on that one. It was kind of sad. So weird news trash with plot liners that look AI generated on my bread and butter.
Species attempts to invade Earth, which we successfully fend off, but not without a price. We beat them, but why kill aliens when you can pimp them out? Every week we send down the least intimidating ones.
When you
and
can
they
pimp them out.
make a
I don't know.
giant
I
show
didn't get into it on the first 2 episodes, but I think it's because the animation was really janky.
of fighting them off to sell tickets and merch. There's just one problem with this plan. They've pissed off the wrong alien. If you've ever pretended to be sober or not gay in front of a family member, you understand how stressful this
Still
show
looking for DILFs.
is. The main character has to worm his way through a behemoth of an organization, always lying, always one step ahead, and if there's a single tell about who he is, the show's over. This is episode 2. That could have been a fake. You
Oh,
don't
they
know.
wouldn't like it? Okay, no. I appreciate the art. I checked out their Twitter afterwards, too.
A man wakes up surrounded by his peers. Crows circle him like a fresh corpse. He's a commoner.
But I do think about going back to Go-Go, because I think I stopped before it really hit its stride, from what I'm hearing.
Discriminated against because of his bloodline.
Shit.
Until he's turned to ash. Only that isn't the end. He opens his eyes and learns that he's reincarnated. This guy is now Prince Lloyd D. Salome. In his past life, he was terrible at magic.
That's a gay spell.
That's a gay spell. What? No, we should all watch ghost stories together. I heard you don't get to... Oh my god.
Now, he's the boss baby. If you've ever seen a show and thought, wow, I really like how this protagonist hasn't faced any issues and lives on creative mode, you need to watch this. He's a master swordsman, an Olympic gymnast,
this
he
guy.
bathes with 40 MILFs every night. Here's what really fucked me up. There's a demon god sealed away in their family library. If let loose, his power could destroy the entire king. He's a plushie now, and it's episode 1. This is episode 1. All this I can forgive, okay? You wanna make
See, this is the Shota. I would never watch this. What do you mean, base Shota? FC, I hate Shota.
this guy a genius and great?
It's so uncomfortable all the time. To be fair, I was traumatized by Baku no Pico, so I'm just like, nah, get that shit away from me.
Did everything
no,
but ever. Why is he built like
traumatized.
That
I was one of those kids they tricked with Baku no Pico. You know what's a great anime? Baku no Pico. Mr. Nightmare? Yeah.
is fucking insane. Like, this motherfucker's body is on thinner. You know what I mean? Like,
Who the fuck drew this? I loved Elden Lied, but it was odd. Why did he want to bang his cousin? I don't know why.
if you got on TikTok right now with these proportions, you would be the next Libby Dunn. No question.
You can't make
It was on the internet, like before, like when it was hard to find some crap.
protagonist a bimbo. This isn't cool.
I would beat the fuck out of this guy.
All that said, the show does have a moral. The world encourages you to chase your dreams. Happiness lies at the end of immense effort. And if you try your best, some kid in China is playing Valorant better than you. There's no...
Yeah, to be fair, I did stop. I still get shit for stopping, Oh, frickin' Jobless Reincarnation, because I don't like Rudius. I find it hard to continue an anime if I don't like the main character.
No point in trying. This guy lived for magic and sucked. Then he responds.
No, Slap! No! Why did you tell me that? I do think a lot of manga's anime stopped because they made the anime and then they were like, what the fuck is in this? What the fuck is in this? Like, and then it's like so many were like that. This vile trash. Yeah, Mushoku Tensei is like, Rudius is such a cunt. And he has such a plot armor.
And is suddenly a rich mana monster. I do not want a fucking genetic determinism isekai. This is the least disappointing anime I have ever seen. It is about a guy who works at a bar.
I was gonna watch this because it seemed like good, wholesome.
The fuck am I watching, man?
You are watching an anime about a guy who works at a bar. Some hotel is trying to find a bartender, and the old man guy is like,
No, we don't just need a bartender. We need the glass of God.
who I guess is just the master of stereotyping people before serving alcohol.
Police officer, off duty. He's gonna need a drink to terrorize his wife too. Whiskey, scotch.
He did not. He's gonna need a drink to terrify his wife. Yeah, I saw all of Tokyo Choo, the biggest downfall in anime we've ever seen.
Ladies go scouting, and coincidentally, they run into this guy named Ryu. Ryu is autistic as fuck. Alcohol is his special interest. He knows everything about it, and you're damned right he takes pride in it.
I just want my customers to be as fucked up as possible.
That is the goal as a bartender. I don't watch many isekais because mainly they have some really good concepts, some of them, but it's burned me too many times how much of a disappointment they are. But also isekais are overused. I used to watch quite a few of them as a kid, like traditional isekais. But yeah, I hate how they completely like kind of get rid of the concepts after a bit and just turns into the who can be the most OP protagonist.
It's really weird because they try to have a positive moral throughout the show, which manifests in people changing their life for the better every time they try his alcohol, which isn't normally how that works. I just really struggled to figure out who this anime is for.
Yeah, I'm watching Dungeon Meshi. I love that so far. It's funny, a bit weird, interesting fantasy. I'm really enjoying it. I like that it actually has a plot going into it too, but I'm not caught up yet.
It's not that fucking serious, man. Dude, is this how
Next to the main character's a himbo, and he's thick, and he's blonde and thick. Just bring me into it. And he's weird as fuck and thick. Do you know there was a drama that a lot of anime dudes were mad that women were drawing him like with a pop belly and stuff, and they were like, oh my god, he's so hot. And the guys are like, why are you promoting obesity? It's like, he is actually thick. Shut the fuck up. Let us love thick men. You animals. Like, it was such a weird thing. Why is someone so mad if someone's slightly chubby? Fuck off. He does not. Fuck off. Someone, what the fuck is Slap saying? What do you mean? Is it, she's like a big gay?
Alkies be?
Yeah, it's Food
Is this
Wars,
just
by
how
the way.
fucking Alkies be every Saturday?
Is it for
He
middle-aged
does not cook her up and eat her.
salarymen? Is it
Yeah, why'd you say it like that, Slap? You did that on purpose.
If you're a toddler, this will be your Breaking Bad. Tayo Asano is an orphan.
No! No! No, Slap! No! Stop! Okay, I saw this. I was gonna try this. It looked interesting-ish, but could have been cringe.
With extreme anxiety. Despite this, a blue-haired alt baddie is super interested in him. But as he's talking to her, their teacher asks to see Tayo. He's like, Tayo, I am a pedophile. And Tayo replies, yes, this is true. And the teacher starts showing him thousands of pictures of the blue-haired girl dating all the way back to her being 3 years old. Main character could not care less about this, but this is what makes our main character think he's gone too far, because it could affect him instead of his best friend. Oh, okay. This guy's a rogue pedophile. Better send a young woman to fight him. Turns out the alt girl comes.
What? It's shit.
Comes from a long line of spies with quirky abilities, and this guy is super protective of his little sister. The entire family isn't enough to stop them from killing Tayo. The only thing they can do is join the main character and the alt girl together in the beautiful union of marriage, thus forcing the older brother to chill out. They get married, brother still hates him but trains him to be a spy. You know, I thought I was going insane.
What the fuck? The cat's.
Why is the cat driving? Is to anime what medieval fantasy is to fantasy novels? What counts as medieval fantasy? The details like, oh yeah, she gets bored by her brother. Wah! I don't even know how many I've seen anymore.
Whipping the damn vehicle.
I have still not watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, I don't know what's stopping me, but I haven't watched it.
Oh my god, the fucking rocket launcher is gonna hit the CGI car, but the cat swerves the car. This is for little kids.
There's an episode where MC is protecting his wife and realizes the whole time he's had a bomb attached to his undershirt. The exit's blocked. The entire day was coordinated to get him in the right place at the wrong time. Instantly, he decides to fucking kill himself. And then he gets saved, and they disarm the bomb, and the brother's even like, a perfect bomb aside from this one weakness. Swing. I reckon taking off your fucking shirt and throwing it outside was the weakness. Then there's the reviews. Have you watched Spy X Family? It's like that. No. You can't just compare this fucking show to Spy X Family just because it has spies in it. That'd be like if someone asked, what's Shield Hero about? And I go, okay. Have you seen Roots?
What? Wait, so if Tolkien is medieval fantasy, what is fantasy? Yeah, seems like it was gonna be a... Oh god, the first season had some promising, but I still thought Demon Slayer was overrated. People got up me for this too, for this opinion. People said I wasn't based because I said Demon Slayer was a bit overrated and was taking its down turn. Season 2, the movie was, I liked the movie, but Rengoku was the best part in that movie and he died. And it's like, it gets worse, it just gets more and more boring. I'm in the fucking training arc and I keep watching it and I'm just going, oh my god, training arc. Like 4 episodes. Yeah, Rengoku was the best character. We got him for one movie. And they act like he was their messiah, best friend, their dude. They had him for one movie. I get he was great, but you didn't know him. Like, they act like he was like their dad. Like, you my papa, you taught me everything I knew. One movie. You knew him for one movie. and I like the memes with fucking I can't remember the MC's name, but they're like, he just came back from him dying, stole his family, got his dad's approval he never got, took his techniques, and then pretended like he was everything to him. He just like got him killed and then stole everything he loved. Goblin Demon Slayer is nothing like Goblin Slayer. What do you mean?
Your dick's small.
I've seen both. I've seen Goblin Slayer. I like Goblin Slayer, but I think it also season 2 was like, well, the end of season 1 was dropping off. Did season 2 came out? I don't remember. A period of the time in the real world at all, it depends. Modern fantasy? I think it, yeah, like, I'm not really sure. Hey, Zetus. That's the thing, fantasy, like, is so depending, like, on, because there's sci-fi, and then there's, like, different kinds of fantasy. Because people would count Tolkien as high fantasy compared to other ones because it's a whole different universe, I guess. Because I would say medieval fantasy is, for me, is when it's fantasy, but it's like set really into the real world. Like Merlin is like medieval fantasy because it's set in the real world always. I knew the DS movie came. It was all the nerdcore rappers released a Rengoku rap. Yes, the movie was only good because of Rengoku, in my opinion. Yeah. Sorry. Let's go.
This is an anime about a guy who doesn't give a fuck.
I wouldn't say Game of Thrones is dark fantasy. Game of Thrones is, I would say, it's more than medieval fantasy, but it's not high fantasy. People would call it low fantasy. I don't know if that's the right word, but low fantasy is like when it's a whole different universe, but the fantasy elements are low. Like magic is low. Magical creatures are low priority, but it's a whole different universe kind of thing. So, but I wouldn't call it dark because honestly, a lot of fantasy is just dark in general. Sub usually because you don't hear errors. But I'll do dub if I'm busy or if it's Dragon Ball Z because I'm used to it. Also often counts as dark. Yeah, they kind of come hand in hand. A lot of crossover, yeah. But I think a lot of fantasy in general has dark unless it's preteen fantasy, you know?
If you want an anime all about fights this season, Windbreaker is the first place to look. A guy transfers to a school full of dudes who protect the neighborhood by—
This is my gay boy anime this season. Windbreaker, and I checked because I was like 3 episodes in, I'm like, there's 100% this is written by a woman. And it was. I checked it. But this is just like more sports anime, even fighting. It has that boy love all the way through. I argue with my friend about that a lot of sports anime has gays baiting all through it, and he hates it. But this, he said, it was like proving you right by the end because they almost practically kiss. It's Tokyo Revengers, but if it didn't really have a plot. And it was about boys being shy. Boys being shy. Yeah, it's also why a lot of sports anime have a lot of young female fans, because tons of boys being cute together. Who would want to watch that?
There's political struggles, a huge variety of characters, fun choreography, and somehow not a single interesting conversation.
No, he literally thought Free wasn't gay. Or wasn't, like, loved by women. And now they got the delinquents too. Yeah, that's the thing. It's also written by a lot of women, but yes, it's, yeah.
Anime should be about fighting, okay?
Grappling.
If the characters aren't super well written like Holy Land, or if the plot isn't so crazy you can't look away like Baki, the fights have to be fire and plentiful.
Yuri on Ice also too is a good. I actually really liked it, but I didn't look up the genres. I didn't know it was gay to begin with. There was signs, but I thought they were gay baiting me because a lot of sports anime, even if it's not gay, they bait the gay. You know, like, oh, they could be a little gay together. Come on, fangirls, buy my merch, make me money, make me rich. You know, that's what the artists do. And I thought that's what they were doing. So when they actually kissed, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually gay. Because, you know, you have to make, it's just like, okay, making guys hot and cute together is the same as making big titties animes, girls. You gotta do it for the figures. Gotta do it for the merch sales. They're gayer than the actual gay shows. Ayy, exactly.
This was cool as shit. But
the fights
this isn't an anime.
The fights are good in this. They are good in this.
It's a war on patience. They go to a school with no fucking faculty in it. Weird. Their gang controls literally every aspect of it.
I told you this, like, every episode I watch this, where's the teachers? But where's the teachers? They don't exist. There's no teachers. Yeah, or if it's all women or all men, you know it. There's gay bait, Yuri bait, or yaoi bait, or BL bait, whatever the kids are calling it these days. But it's the same if you see one guy and all girls, it's a harem. You know it's a harem. If it's one girl, all guys, it's a reverse harem. You know what's coming at you at that point.
Strange. All they do all day is dedicate their time to fighting. Odd. Yet, they fight once every fucking eon. Let's see what those fights are like. You've beat me, but I wasn't using my full power. Not bad, but now that I've decided to use my full power, this fight's a piece of cake. Your full power nearly matches my full power, but I've had a flashback and wanted more.
Yeah, that's okay. That is the thing I was pointing out watching this. The fight scenes are good, but the padding to save on budget was huge.
While your flashback and full power have made your new full power, just shoot this man. Just shoot him. I wouldn't even mind if the people were interesting to listen to. Now, I want you to imagine Don Cheadle saying that. The character design is so cool. The main character is almost cool, but there's something missing from this show. This is an isekai for people that—
I can't believe he left out the part where That guy who was kicking him down holds his best friend's face and say he's his sunshine and the light of his life. And says he does it for him and shit. Like, he has whole flashbacks about him being his, like, ray of light. Yeah, exactly. Like, my friend was like, because he was watching it, so, like, he saw it, like, a little bit before me, because I wait to watch it until after streams, and he's just like, I was watching it the whole time, he's like, Dell's gonna be on my ass about this, because he's just like, this is gayage. Like, there's a lot of gay here, and he's like, why aren't they focusing on the fight, Dell? Because fights don't sell body pillows. I have a thing to do tomorrow. Good luck, homie. Good night, tomorrow.
That are sick of isekai.
Hey, man,
Right
I
as
feel
I
like-
press play.
Well, you know what? This is one possible way to open an anime.
They skipped all the bullshit. This isn't about a neat otaku being reincarnated. There's no awkwardness. It's about a guy who already came from a cool planet.
Fucking mic turned off. But yes, just bros being bros caressing their homies' faces. There we go. The mic turned off. I don't know why. Cry. But that was the part that did make me check if it was a woman, because you can tell sometimes that the way women make guys interact, when guys are being emotional with each other, the way a guy writes it is kind of different from a woman, especially if they don't have experience with guys. Because a guy would write that, would never, even if they're having an emotional time, would not have them like touch each other's face very often. Like, there's not much touching even if they're being emotional. Oh my god, Gilliam, no.
But he's not cool anymore. Now he's a goblin. He goes hunting and
goblin?
realizes he can steal the special
Oh, no,
qualities
this
of any
one.
creature he eats. The same ability he had in his previous world. It's kind of crazy.
That is such a good quote. Guys only touch swords, no homo. That should be a shirt or a mug for real.
He should not be getting this much mileage out of one ability. I don't see how the fuck he won't surpass God in the next 9 episodes, but for now it's fun. On paper, this is like the most satisfying isekai. The linear progression gamifies the show. You see this dude collect weapons from the monsters he kills, and then he teaches the scrubs. It's so satisfying. One day, one of the goblins is like, hey, who's my mom? This is how you got my mom?
Why do they always make goblins creepers?
There's a scene where a bunch of elves start shit with the goblins, so he forces them all to fight. I wonder why he only let the females live.
Yo, this motherfucker needs it.
What? Old man goblin? We're going to have to say. Yeah, oh, definitely, definitely. Now you have to worry about how your homies, like, hug. Like, I would say, definitely. I would say, but it's also just because men aren't, like, allowed to be emotional, too. It feels out of place, almost.
Personally, I find it quite attractive when a woman likes me for me. And not because I've kidnapped her and systematically killed all of the males in her orbit. That's just me. It's really hard for me to enjoy the series when they're constantly trying to gaslight me into thinking, it's okay he's holding them against their will. They'll like it eventually. This guy is
Weird. Why'd they do that?
that guy, and everyone's like, oh, the heroes arrived. And then the king is like, show us your power. And then he's like,
I am getting so sick of this super summon trope. I haven't even been watching lots of isekais, and they're getting summoned to be the hero. It's getting so boring.
farmer or some shit. So the king is like, send him to the forest. Oh, goddamn isekai forest that I've seen in like 4 shows, and
What the
he has
fuck?
infinite stats.
The motherfucker has infinite ability. What? This is stupid.
Oh, he has magic for literally everything.
Choose your desired gender. This shit was made in 2024. Oh my.
Well, I never. Kuma Bane, why can you change your gender?
Oh my. That's badass.
The most surprising thing about this show is that the girl actually turns out to be a hot adult woman. The girl is
Come
frozen
on,
in an
I
ice
saw the
cube.
thing.
She
Oh
is
my god, that is such a weird start.
the god of
More
gaming.
common. Wait, why are you OP later? Oh yes. Where they're like, you're useless, bro. You're useless, and then he's like too strong.
Was frozen in an ice cube due to hide and seek. She demands to meet the best gamer in the world, so the world is like, we need another autistic guy. He's good at memorizing stuff. And
They're right. We need to. We need stats. Are the most pro players in like gaming? Do they have autism? And if so, we must make a team of people that only have autism, and it's just cash money. Hey, Krill, welcome in. Show over. You know, whatever the hell that goblin that thing was. Yeah, I completely agree.
gaming, and through gaming, he will save the world despite being scared of women.
Hey,
Why am I between her ass crack? Why am I between her butt? I feel something bad coming over me, guys. But okay, I'm watching an anime a long time, and to be fair, the whole men being scared of women trope is getting crazy. Like, it was never this bad in anime. Earth was this season.
it's not Riz.
The plot is stupid, the art is stupid, the character
I wish I was you. I'm surprised it's not people. It should have been me. It should have been me. Oh my god.
design is stupid. This anime made me feel stupid. How to fight?
Why does other people with autism don't get along with other people with autism? Is that true? So no team sports? So do they tend not to be in teams things?
Was almost the show to watch. It's about a guy who's treated like dirt at his school, and people have monetized that. They stream his embarrassment daily, his reflection.
False allegations of what? Breathing. There is like, you just have to be like smart. It's like going to work and you have to be professional. You have to like know not to be a weirdo. Like you just need to know to be smart. Don't be weird in DMs. Don't be left alone with people. That's normal things like a lot of people do. It's like you have to be aware. Women have to be aware all the time because of like different reasons. So it's the same stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go Joker.
No longer shows someone he can be proud of. On a day like any other.
But okay, I don't know. But most people I've met that said they got false allegations, it all turned out to be true. So I don't know. It's actually very difficult to get false allegations proven against you. But I don't know what America is like for real. Like, cause you need proof. You need proof. But I guess they do try and just if someone does false, they just try and ruin reputations more than anything.
He's being taken advantage of, and then he fucks up.
Match up to ours, but most animes use basically the same alternative moralities. Yeah, I wish they would get more creative. They're so bad at their world building, some of these animes. It's not interesting.
And as he's being beaten, he eats his feelings, shelves them away until the guy bullying him insults his mom. They have this pathetic fight without noticing that they live stream the entire event. So if his life wasn't embarrassing before, it definitely is about to make him a lot of money now. YouTube is all about putting a price tag on your pride. If I was 100% of a man before starting this job, I'm about 60% now. How to Fight is about
I tried to explain this to people, that a lot of being successful on YouTube and Twitch is putting your pride completely to the side. And it's true. You don't have room to be embarrassed, honestly, because there's a lot of things you do for content that is embarrassing. And so if you have the ability to get embarrassed, leave. You leave, my brothers. But yeah, not saying like not also yeah with the other stuff. I do think it's like an interesting thing, but honestly, false allegations is not. You're more likely to be attacked on the street than you are to be falsely accused by a woman. Because you're more likely to get rolled for your wallet. Fights in anime? Oh my god. Gotta keep those priorities strong. Because it's like, I'll just prove my innocence. That's good. That's good. Exactly. That's the thing. If you're smart and you keep to a lot of like safety rules, it's very easy to prove it's false. You just have to like be smart. It's why it's kind of that thing where you fuck around and find out kind of thing. Like if you aren't smart about it, it's so much harder. Martial art with him. So it's like one of those things. It's why I say like you have to be smart. It's like with the things. If you're a guy talking to a minor, how would you prove, even if it was false, how would you prove it? It's like so suspect. You have to like be careful with how you portray yourself. Like 10 million, I thought. It's the same thing if I was to get cancelled for saying dumb shit, which I probably will because I say dumb stuff like this.
It's about a weak person stealing control back from the world. I love stories where this shit happens, and it seems so plausible too. Hogan decides to monetize his fights, and on the way he stumbles upon the Zero View YouTube channel that teaches him fight tips. So he grinds, works his ass off.
What is with the chicken head? Isn't that guy in that Idol show that has a chicken head or something too?
And slowly becomes unfuckable. A lot of this is legit too.
If you don't, you're stupid. Yeah, kind of. It's the same thing as if you're walking down the street as a woman, you're supposed to keep one ear bud out to hear for passerbyers and stuff. And if you don't, it's kind of taking a risk because you can't hear if someone's sneaking up on you. It's the same thing. Guys don't do it as often, but they probably should because though women may be attacked for sexual reasons, men are just as likely to be attacked or robbed. Like, it's just not for the same reason. Sorry.
MMA champ and some BJJ expert consulting with the writer on how to nail these fights. You got baseball chokes, there's calf kicks, and the Korean specialty being dramatic as fuck. There's cloud chasing e-girls and drug empires. This manhwa is ridiculous.
I love a lot of manhwa art. It's interesting. I just wish some of the crap ones, like I hate how some of the cheaper ones they just copy over idol photos and it looks wacky as fuck.
I recommend that every person watching this pretend like the anime doesn't exist.
Ew! I hate the art so much, dude.
Please read the manhwa. The fable has me quite conflicted because the story is hysterical. It's about a legendary hitman who's told to go a year without killing. No more barking at pregnant women, no more killing drug dealers cold turkey. So, say some guys want to start a fight with him. Here comes a haymaker. I'll take the punch with my forehead and shatter his fingers. Now to sell it.
Wait, but you've read manhwas that are censored? I haven't seen that many manhwas that are censored. But, yeah, exactly. Like, I do agree with that. I think a lot of guys are in danger of a lot of different things. They just aren't aware of it because a lot of guys, it's called like, it's a skewed reality that most guys think if they are attacked, they can fight them off, which just isn't actually true. But women know they can't. It's like just a skewed reality of like what you're told. Kind of things, like... But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that many censored manhwa. Do they have the glowing wang or something else?
He mods his gun to shoot rubber bullets, and when he fights, the entire environment becomes a weapon to him, but he gets a full-time job making children's illustrations. You can't predict what this guy will do next, so why does it look like I drew it?
It's kind of ugly. I don't know.
They're whited out. I guess some of the ones I've seen are webtoons, and so they're not all published. Hello chat, welcome in Sneaky. But yeah, that's why I do agree that guys don't know how afraid they should be. The world is pretty dangerous, honestly, for everyone. For me? But couldn't you beat up a woman? but that's the thing. A guy would probably kick your ass too, that's the thing. Or had a knife.
Creatures called kaiju terrorize the modern Japan, and us humans...
This is the best one this season. Here it is. I'd win,
really good
and
at
that's
killing
why.
things. But when you kill monsters the size of skyscrapers, someone's got to do the hard work and clean it all up. And there's no Mexicans in Japan. What? What? I told like 20 white jokes the last few months. That's earned me 1 POC point. You can't do this to me. I'm Mexican this month. Kafka is one of those guys cleaning up monster organs, but really, he's...
But is it racist to point out something true that America does use Mexicans for cheap labor, and that's why they do have this system that they have, is to use them for cheap labor? Yeah, it's racist to point out something that bad that America does. Wow! S tier, I love it. Yeah, true.
He's always dreamed of being the guy killing them. He failed the qualification test year after year, and now he's hit his 30s. The only thing he can do now is give a small piece of hope to the next generation of soldier. The next generation is about to turn into monster shit. Oh, Kafka clutches it out. And this is a huge moment for the two, because now Kafka knows that he has it in him to save people. He's probably gonna die, like, right now, though.
I almost gagged as he was choking down that kaiju. I was like, I don't know why. It was so gross. Throat time. Yeah, he's the true throat goat. He's the throat goat. Oh my god, I'm like traumatized from TikTok reactions and stuff. He took it like such a good boy. That's what they say anytime on TikTok. I swear, anytime that some dude eats some wang like thing or like eats a like, he took it like such a good. I hate it. Fucking hate it. A tier. I see it. I like I would say it has to, because for me S tier is no flaws. But food videos, true. Videos, but she has a tiger for no reason. I'm so confused. Jesus, just see. Jesus indeed. So you know it's gross, I guess? So you know it's gross? Because it would be hella gross.
Here's the full list. Screenshots will cost extra. Subscribe. I get crunk and
Doctor, come
fucking
in.
boogie and other videos too.
And I lost a little bit of confidence at the end of that sentence, so.
Our boy the throat goat. Best. I should make that throat goat kaiju 08 best animated season. Make no sense. Just for a gag. Make no sense. Oh my god. Okay.